I just installed the Metzeler Cruistec tires and I'm about to take them out for the first time. Let's take a closer look. This is going to be my very first time riding the bike with the new tires. Let's see how they feel. Very stable mid-corner. I like that feel. I'm going to be scuffing them in for about 60 to 120 miles. That's what Metzeler recommends. The bike feels smoother somehow. For reference, my weight is about 160 pounds. With gear, let's say an additional 30 pounds, that's 190 plus tools and extra stuff. So roughly around 200 pounds. The rear preload is set at 14 clicks from 0. The front, I added a turn and a half. The current tire pressure is 20 psi for the first few miles, so I can scrub the tires in. All my impressions are going to be relative to the Dunlop OEM tires. Let's take this roundabout to see how the tires handle it. Change of direction, very good. Mid-corner stability, very good. I feel the tires are still a little bit slippery at the moment. They did slip a little bit right there. It's been about 23 minutes or so. I'm going to stop over here to get some gas, check the temperature of the tires, and add some air as well. Let's get on the highway and try the tires at highway speeds. Nice. We're doing 75 miles an hour and the bike feels more sure-footed. I don't know if you can actually see it on the camera, but you see how there's a groove between the two lanes. Normally, this is where I would feel a wobble in conditions like these, where at speeds over 80-85 miles an hour, and when I switch lanes, this is where I would feel it the most. So let's try it out. See how the bike feels when it changes. Oh wow, okay. It does make a difference. Let's try it again. Switch lanes. Oh yeah. I took the phone off so that we can eliminate it as a variable. The bike definitely feels more stable. The tires handle the bumps a lot better. Let's try it. The bike feels much smoother over the bumps at highway speeds. I put the phone back to see if that makes any difference. Full throttle. Yep. You see this groove right here in the road? Wow. Okay. All right. Now we're talking. Let's try it again. Wow. Wow, what a big difference, you guys. Huge difference. All right, let me digest what I just felt on the highway. The first thing immediately that I felt is the bumps are so much more smooth. They're not as jarring as the other one, and the bike isn't upset once you go over these bumps. The other thing is I didn't feel the wobble, which is a big improvement. I think that is because of the harder carcass. I know I've only done 30 or 40 miles so far, but I'm impressed on the highway. The big boys in this segment of tires are, on one end you have the Pirelli Night Dragons, which offer maximum grip and performance, but they sacrifice longevity. And then you have the other end of the spectrum, which is the Michelin Commander 3s, which promise to offer both. However, I am a little bit doubtful, as they have to use a harder rubber to achieve that longevity. The Metzeler falls right in between. It's a dual compound rear tire and a single compound in the front. Compound meaning it's a harder rubber in the center of the tire for highway riding and softer on the edges. That way when you're taking corners you have better grip. In addition, the profile of the tire, and I'll include some pictures, the profile of the tire is rounder, and that aids in transitions from left to right in corners, as well as tip in. And the harder carcass of the tire aids in stability mid-corner. What I was hoping to get out of these tires is the following. I wanted to get a little bit better performance in terms of grip. I wanted more stability and less wallowing in corners. Some of you have felt it. I know Quasi-Motard had talked about it previously, but there's wallowing in corners. As you go in, it does this at high speeds, and it is very unsettling and not confidence inspiring, if you know what I mean. In addition, I was hoping to use this as an opportunity to eliminate one of the variables that could be causing the speed wobble at higher speeds. I had a suspicion that the softer carcass of the tire might be contributing to it, but there's no way for me to be able to determine that unless we actually change out both tires. So that's why I decided, even though I have so much more tread left on the front, I decided to change out both tires so that we can use this opportunity to test and evaluate. I also wanted a tire that's going to last me at least 10,000 miles, 12,000 miles, or one. Based on my research, this tire promises to offer the best of both worlds, meaning it promises excellent grip in the twisties, and it promises stability and longevity on the highway. I'm hoping this tire does not flatten out after doing many miles on the highway like the Dunlop did. Trail brake, down. Nice. Short shift. Very stable mid-corner. Holds the line beautifully. Wow. Man, that feels real good. Alright, tight left. Downshift. One more. Dip. Holds the line beautifully. Exit. Sweet. Change of direction. One more. Little bit of trail braking. To sum up this first ride impressions, what I can tell you guys is the first thing that you are going to notice is the stability on the highway and the stability over bumps. You barely feel them, like you see right here. Watch when I change lanes right here after this car moves. Right here. Normally when I would go over that, and you guys can try it too on yours and you'll know what I'm talking about, you feel the bike just wobble a little bit. You know, it'll kind of do this. It'll just do this. Once you go over these, even at low speeds, you'll feel it do just like that. I like the handling characteristics in the Twisties. It held the line beautifully. Corner entry was good, and the exit as well, I had no issues. Grip felt great. For me, the extra stability that I felt on the highway at speeds over 70 miles an hour makes me extremely happy, because I no longer feel the bike wobble once I go over road imperfections. These tires do so much better on overpasses where the joints are and the bumps are. These tires handle those bumps extremely well. I'm so impressed with that. Almost like it's too good to be true. It feels like, how can I try to describe this? It feels like the bike has better suspension. That's the only way that I can try to quantify it to you guys. On the highway, the bike feels more planted. It feels like the bike is on a rail. So it's no longer wandering, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you felt that when you're overtaking a truck at speeds over 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, and the wind blast hits you. I didn't feel it so much with these new tires. So yes, definitely this is an improvement over the Dunlops on the highway. I will do a follow-up video once I have a few thousand miles on it. I hope you guys found this helpful. Have a great day.